Good side, people. Go on.
So Josh, disappointing result today up at Gillingham, losing 1-0 in the FA Cup. What are your initial thoughts about the performance?
It's disappointing to come all this way and lose, and I think we could have given a better account of ourselves on the day. I think, strangely enough, we've just not managed to get hold of the ball a lot today, and obviously when you don't have possession of the ball it's going to be hard to do anything with it, and then I think when we have had possession of the ball we've given it away a bit cheaply, and then as a result of that we've not had much momentum to our attacks, and as a result of that we've not really tested them defensively, unfortunately.
And in the second half there wasn't many chances, but first half we created quite a number of chances. Was it disappointing for you not to see one of them hit the back of the net?
It's definitely disappointing, especially when even if we get one, but I think we've had 2 or 3 very good chances there to score, and it just completely changes the game. Obviously going in at half time 1-2, maybe even possibly 3-0 up would have been realistic, and that just completely changes how they play the second half. And we've just had to say at half time we've got to keep doing the same things because we were doing everything right but just not scoring, and then the second half we've like we say, we've not had much possession of the ball, and they've scored a free kick.
However, it could have been different. There was 2 fantastic saves by Danielle Brown in that first opening 15-minute period. How much has she inspired the team? Because they look at the saves and think, well, if we can make it a bit tighter and go up front, we can maybe nick one and make it well for Danielle, because she looked gutted at the end.
I'm not surprised she looked gutted. She's been outstanding today, easily man of the match for me, or player of the match. She's like, when you know you've got a goalkeeper like Dan behind you, I mean, we don't take it for granted that she'll save everything, but you know that when Dan made those saves, we kind of looked round and said, like, come on, we need to push on from here, and we did, and we took control of the game after that initial period. But I say we just not converted our chances, and she couldn't have done anything about the free kick at the end, and I don't blame her for being disappointed.
And the free kick at the end, what was your view of it? Because it was a superb strike, curled it right into the top corner, left her with no chance.
Yeah, I was stood right behind it, and I don't know if she'll ever hit many better free kicks than that, but every credit to hit something like that from where she was on the pitch. But again, once that free kick went in, we needed to push on, and we just couldn't manufacture a chance to get an equaliser. And we've let them again. They've had a lot of possession since the free kick. It didn't really kick us on as we would have liked, but it is disappointing. But I mean, the free kick was of high quality, but we could have scored some quality goals today as well, and we haven't.
And we're out in the 4th round of the FA Cup. One more, we could have got a WSL team. Do you think that's more damaging to the team as a whole rather than a club as a whole rather than the team, because of the money situation and stuff like that? Yeah,
I think it would have been nice to go through to the next round and potentially hit a WSL team, but we've still got a lot to play for this season. We're still in the semi-final of the Premier League Cup. There's the County Cup final to look forward to, and I think the girls will be disappointed, and as a club it is a real shame, because I think we deserve to give ourselves test ourselves against the WSL side this year after how well we've played. But we've still got a lot to play for, and I think the girls will be buoyed by that, and hopefully we can put this behind us and kick on.
It is really important to leave this behind now and move on to next week. We've got Sporting Club Albion away in the league. We've beat them a couple of times this year. Do you reckon we can make it 3rd time in a row and get another 3 points?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I think we've always put in some great performances against Sporting this season, and I don't see any reason why we couldn't go and do the same. And we just need to make sure we address the points that we've highlighted after the game and when we watch the game back, and if we can address the things that we think we need to maybe improve upon, then there's no reason why we can't beat those guys next week and then beat the teams in the fixtures that we've talked about in the semi-final and the final, and hopefully the final if we can win that semi as well. So there's still a lot to play for, and we just need to make sure we address what we need to improve upon going forward.
So, Laura, a disappointing result today. What was your initial thoughts after coming off the field?
It's just really disappointing, especially come all this way and all the preparation that's gone into the game, on the club's behalf, putting on a really good trip for us. So it's really disappointing, to be facing a long trip home after a defeat, to be honest. So everyone's pretty gutted about it.
And do you think that the late free kick pretty much killed the mood? Like, we were pushing to try and get the winning, and then they scored it, and then heads went down straight away.
Yes and no. I think we kept battling until the end, but obviously conceding a goal late on is always going to be a killer. But I think we kept going, and it was so back and forward towards the end. So we just didn't take our chances, and that's what's cost us. They've had a really good chance. She's finished it, and that's been the difference, really.
And what was your view of the free kick? Because you were in the wall, and it's just flown.
It's just gone right over me, to be honest. I don't think anything could have happened. I think it's a very good free kick. Dan didn't really have any chance. She just took it really well, to be fair to her.
And Danielle's been excellent throughout.
Yeah,
again.
brilliant.
2 saves in the first half when she tipped over.
Yeah.
It must be so pleasing to have a keeper of that ability behind you.
Yeah, I said to her after the game, obviously she was really disappointed. We've lost our 3 clean sheets now, but I said to her that's the best game I've seen her play. She was absolutely outstanding. All her decision making was brilliant, her distribution, everything. So she couldn't have done anything about that goal. It was a very good finish. So yeah, she was absolutely awesome today. And
it's important to get the game quick now, isn't it? With Sporting Club Albion away in the league next.
Yeah, we've got a league game finally. It's like the first league game since December, so it'd be good to get back in the league now, and another away trip, get back on the road and put it right. That's the only way we can sort today out, is get to train on Wednesday and then sort it out next Sunday at Sporting Albion.
And then just to finish the interview, a quick word ahead of the County Cup final on the 28th.
Yeah, we're all looking forward to that again. Looking to win the County Cup. That's one of our aims since the beginning of the season. So because playing a cup final, be good event, and hopefully make a better show of ourselves than we have done in this cup today, and put this one right as well.
Cheers.